If you see, the Prime Minister is about to land in Paris now, and, it's a 2-day packed schedule for the Prime Minister. Only yesterday when the Foreign Secretary was briefing on this visit, we saw that how packed this visit is. Number of meetings. He'll be meeting the Prime Minister, he'll be meeting the President of Sinai today, then he'll be meeting the people of Indian community, which is a closed-door event, and only registered people will be allowed. We have seen these events being a success wherever Prime Minister has gone. Indian diaspora has been an important part of India's foreign policy, and be it United States, be it Australia, or be it Europe, the Indian diaspora is the connect that India enjoys with these countries and these global powers, and can actually negotiate depending on these diaspora as well. And hence, this is how India's foreign policy is now being shaped around Indian diaspora as well. So that is something that will be really, really important to see today. The private dinner that we are talking about is something that is off camera. The media is not allowed, and it will be majorly a gala dinner hosted for the Prime Minister in France. Tomorrow, when the state banquet happens, that's when we'll see how India and France has come together. The MOUs that will be signed, the way the announcements will happen, and at Bastille Day, 3 contingents of Indian Navy, Indian Air Force, Indian Army will be marching along with the band of Rajputana Rifles. Apart from that, there will be 3 Rafale jets of Indian Air Force. Remember, French-made Indian Air Force Rafale jets will be part of Bastille Day celebration, bearing the insignia of Indian Air Force. They'll grace the Bastille Day celebration tomorrow. So that is something that is very, very important. So, apart from that, if we see, apart from these things, there will be other things as well, and that will be very, very interesting.
Okay, all right. In fact, the Prime Minister is being accorded a ceremonial welcome. Let's cut across. Mr. Suresh Kumar Goyal also joining us on the broadcast. Ambassador, thank you for joining us. First up, want to speak about the significance of the Prime Minister's visit. A lot of fuss, and of course, the Prime Minister is going to be the guest of honor at the Bastille Day celebrations.
ये सीधी तस्वीरें इस वक्त पेरिस से आप देख रहे हैं, जहां प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी पहुंचे हुए हैं और प्रधानमंत्री का स्वागत करने के लिए फ्रांस की
Ambassador, what would you say are going to be the highlights? We are, of course, continuing to play out the live visuals as the Prime Minister has just arrived in Paris. He's being accorded a ceremonial welcome. What would you say are going to be the highlights of the key agenda of the meetings or his 2-day visit to France? Mr. Suresh Kumar? Okay, all right. We'll try and reconnect that line. Remember, this trip to France comes on the heels of the Prime Minister's visit to the White House, marking an era of intensifying engagement between India and Western powers. A marked difference that we have seen in the wake of the COVID pandemic and the Russian invasion of Ukraine. India is a global bright spot and is being wooed by the Western powers, as we've seen in United States as well. The Prime Minister is going to be the guest of honor at the Bastille Day celebrations, the Independence Day of France. And this is going to be a reception later in the day that is going to be hosted by the President Emmanuel Macron. Prime Minister is also expected to meet the entire political leadership. Mr. Suresh Kumar, back with us.